My journey today takes me to the estate vineyards of Chimney Rock Winery in Napa Valley. They grow all the grapes that go into each and every bottle of wine. It doesn't get more local than that. Today I'm here at Chimney Rock Winery, and I'm going to learn the art of winemaking. I'm going to meet with the winemaker, Elizabeth Viana, and she's going to teach me how she blends her wines. Before we do that, Elizabeth is going to show me the vineyards. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hi, Christy.
So good to meet you.
Great to meet you. Welcome to Chimney Rock.
Oh, thanks so much. It's such a gorgeous place and such a beautiful day today.
Ordered for you.
Oh, thank you so much. And it's looking like we're pretty close to harvest. Is that right?
We are. Wait till you see. I was scared. I just got back from a trip and wasn't expecting to see as much color out there, so it's exciting.
I'd love to see it.
It's coming. Let's go out there.
Let's go.
Excellent.
Chimney Rock Winery is in the Stag's Leap district of Napa Valley, a world-famous grape-growing region. We drive through more than 100 acres of estate vineyards. You'll find the classic red Bordeaux grape varieties growing: Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, Malbec, and Petit Verdot. Our destination? The Tomahawk Vineyard on the southern end of the estate. The grapes from these vines go into one of Chimney Rock's best Cabernet Sauvignons. Elizabeth, this is a single vineyard designate, is that right?
That's right. So normally we make some wines that are blended, right? So we'll take Cabernet from this block, Merlot from the hill, put something together that's really interesting. This is one of those blocks that was outstanding on its own. It's known as Tomahawk Vineyard, and it's so good on its own that we don't blend it with anything. So we make a small amount of it, but it's pretty special wine.
Well, I think I can see why that is, because these clusters are looking absolutely gorgeous.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah.
You see how far apart they are and how loose they are. There's a lot of airflow here, so we really get beautiful ripeness.
And I think you said that the grapes are going through a special process right now. What is that?
That's right. So this is veraison. So what's happening here is the grapes are going from green hard berries to starting to accumulate color, and they're also starting to soften.
Elizabeth, one of the things that Chimney Rock is known for is having 100% estate bottled wines. Is that right?
That's right. So we grow everything that goes into our bottles, and everything is grown locally. So all of our red vineyards are here in Stag's Leap District, Napa Valley, and we grow some white grapes in Rutherford. But we farm everything, which is a good thing.
Elizabeth is entirely in charge of her domain.
That's right, absolutely.
How do you know when this entire cluster is going to be ready to pick?
Well, that is one of the critical decisions for a winemaker. So typically what we'll do is we'll grape sample. So I'll take a little Ziploc baggie, run up and down the rows, pull random samples of a grapevine, and we'll look at sugars and acids and see what the chemistry is like. Ultimately, my decision's based on taste, though. And then the seeds are critical in reds as well. So I actually chomp on the seeds to make sure that they're not green and bitter. And see how those are fluorescent green? Mm-hmm. When this is ripe, it's going to be 100% brown.
After harvest, the grapes will end up here in the tank room, where they will ferment into wine. Then they will sleep in barrel until Elizabeth deems them ready to blend and bottle.
Here you go.
Thank you. Looks like we're getting ready to taste some wine.
Yes, we are. We're going to taste some special barrels, Tomahawk Vineyard, which we walked together, and then the Ganymede Single Vineyard Cab as well.
Sounds great.
Should be fun. All right, so we're going to try our 2013 Tomahawk. So this has been in barrel for not even quite a year. It's the vineyard that we just swapped. And then you're going to taste it, and Tomahawk, again, is known for some muscle, so brace yourself.
Okay. I get the muscle.
You really want a ribeye steak with that, you know?
My mouth is watering.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's taste a little bit of Ganymede Vineyard Cab. So these vines are probably about 24 years old, and they produce some of the best Cabernet on the ranch.
Wait, which one's not the best Cabernet? I think
they
all are.
They're all my children, you know.
We taste how different these two Cabernets can be.
And the tannin structure is quite different. It's not
is.
quite as muscly as Tomahawk.
Not as muscly, but they're both complex, I'd
Yeah,
say. This one even
yeah.
a little bit more complex.
Yeah, and this has a great depth of mid-palate, actually. There's a juiciness, you know, when you first taste it, it just fills out your palate. So I think they're quite distinct. You can see, isn't that amazing?
It's a great comparison. Elizabeth, these single vineyard wines are great, but you're known for your blending. I'd really like to know more about that.
Well, we're going to teach you a little bit about blending next. I'm going to show you our élevage, and you're going to get to make your very own élevage blend.
I can't wait.
Excellent.
To start my blending lesson, Elizabeth pours me a wine she's blended and bottled, the Chimney Rock élevage. Can you tell me the secret now of the blend for this wine?
Yes, I will. So this one, I'm going to look it up actually. So it's 56% Merlot, 32% Cabernet, 6% Cabernet Franc, and 6% Petit Verdot. And the fun thing about something like this is a Cabernet has to be 75% Cab. Élevage can be anything we want it to be, which is great. So you're going to have the same freedom because you're going to call this something proprietary.
First up, barrel samples of 2 Merlot wines from different vineyards on the estate, just the way winemakers would taste before they blend. The first Merlot doesn't have a lot of aromatics. On to the other one. Much more perfume. Floral. The second Merlot is more aromatic to me.
It sounds like you like this one
I
better.
think you're right.
That's good. That's good. So we'll move from Merlot into the Cabernet.
Okay. Taking notes is essential. Next, 2 Cabernets, both from the Ganymede vineyard. One comes from the North Block, the other from the South Block. Elizabeth is partial to Cabernet.
It's, in some ways, it's the core of a blend to me.
Sure.
Now, I tend to favor Cabernet, so I might be biased.
And what difference should I be looking for between these two that are so close together?
I don't know.
We don't know.
See.
We'll find
Let's
out.
see. I'm going to let you guide me.
Try.
You start to think about if your Cabernet is going to be a bigger style or a lighter style, you would consider how much of these you would use.
I also try Petit Verdot, which adds color to a blend, and Cabernet Franc, which adds floral aromatics.
Are you ready to blend?
Of course I am.
Excellent. And what do you think you want to make? A Cabernet, or did you like the Merlots, or do you want to just blend all 4 varieties for fun?
I think I'd like to blend the Pegasus Merlot, the south end of Ganymede, and the Petit Verdot. Somehow I didn't think it would be so obvious to me what I would want to pick.
Right.
But these jumped out at
You
me.
you knew what you liked.
There you go.
Thank you.
Time to get to work. Elizabeth has me measure out percentages of each wine. Even adding just 1% of a wine can make a difference in the blend. When I've got 100% in the glass, I give it a good swirl to blend. I think I can improve on my blend. By the time I'm done, I've got 3 different blends, 1 with more Cabernet, 2 with more Merlot, and different amounts of Petit Verdot.
There's something synergistic that happens when you put things together, so I think it's hard to predict, which is why it's all trial and error.
I'll taste my magic. I'm going to vote for door number 2.
Okay, we have a winner. Excellent, excellent.
Yes. And so I would love to hear your thoughts now.
Well, it smells beautiful, very perfumey, a lot of coffee, and the red fruit from the Merlot is really showing.
Mm-hmm.
Very beautiful, balanced texture, not too tannic. It's got some nice mid-palate. I think you did great.
So can I have a job?
You've got it. Now that we have a winning blend, you have to come up with a name for your wine.
Because the Palisades here are so important for the Stag's Leap district, then I think I'm going to call it Des Roches Locales, of local rocks.
That's perfect. We have these massive rocks that are actually a key part of what makes Stag's Leap important. So I love that name. I might have to steal that.
Well, we know local rocks.